and hopefully the stream health stays the way it roughly should. Looks good so far. Our CPU is at like 80% at this point, but I don't think there's much we're going to be doing about that. But hello everyone, my name is BetaEtaDelota, joined with Maverick the Wolf Dragon, and I guess this is simply a follow-up to that one stream we did like 2 weeks back where I like cleaned my fursuit head for the first time and kind of gave my tips on it. We're going to be doing that this stream, except we're not cleaning them, we're just simply brushing them. This is going to be something short, sweet, probably like a 30-minute to 45-minute stream depending on the questions and how quickly you get through this. Because my good friend Zillion is going to be streaming on his channel later tonight. I think at around 9 p.m. or 9:30. Go and check his channel. I think it was like 8 or 7 p.m. CST. I can't remember. But I've been meaning to brush this boy for a while for like a couple of reasons, and I kind of wanted to give a little bit of a tutorial of what I do while also answering some questions about what I do to maintain this head. I don't know how much I'm actually going to be able to answer because I haven't used them that much at conventions. Like, I've gone to conventions and I've worn them and I maintained them. You know, it's just simple, spray it down, make sure there's airflow through it and it doesn't get moldy and gross. But, like, most of it is, like, I've had them in this room this entire time, which, for those that are new, this is a change of scenery. I'm in my fraternity house, not my usual home, because the school year started. And there really isn't a place for me to put him. So, like, most of the time I'll either have him on the bed over there, or I'll have him on this chair. Either or, depending on which one I'm using. Because I don't really keep him on a fan or anything. Because there really isn't a place in this room to keep him. But, I've been meaning to brush him for a while, and we're gonna do that this stream, and kind of answer some questions as to, anything about Maverick, anything about my fursuit. Yada yada yada. What do you use to chart Clone Hero songs? I don't chart songs. I don't do any of that. Best bet or best person to ask would probably be Frosted GH or Pixel GH3 if you can get a hold of him. But that's sort of a separate question. And yes, brushies. This is the brushies stream. Not too many people here today, but I can't really complain. It is a Friday evening. It is earlier on than like when we normally do these sorts of streams, but hey, you know, I'm here, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and this will be uploaded to YouTube later on. Hopefully I won't be skipping too many frames. It said I skipped 25% of mine, which hopefully everything's good on your guys' end. Help me, it's midnight. Oh, well, at least it's a better time for most people. Also, thank you, Suflo, for the $1 donation. This is more epic than my house underwater from the hurricane. Oh boy, you must be living in Florida. My prayers go out to you. Make sure to stay life jacket. And on like a serious note, like, stay safe, please. But yeah, I'm more or less gonna show how I brush this boy, and there really isn't much to brush about him besides his ears, a little bit of his ears, his cheek floof, and his hair. Besides that, there's nothing like else. Like this fur here, all over his face, like this is short enough fur where like brushing it isn't gonna do anything. It's maybe gonna move it around slightly, but to most people, especially looking at it here in like the 1080p 30 FPS quality, it's not gonna be that much of a change. So more or less just gonna be showing you what I do for it. And I guess to start, this is sort of the brush I'm using. This is a normal grooming brush. You can get this from Petco or any other pet area. I got this from Walmart. I know you can get it from the dollar store or something. But basically get the one, which I don't know if you can see it, but it has the curved bristles that go in this direction. You want to make sure you get that, and you want to make sure you don't have like the little plastic balls on the end. Those aren't bad, but depending on the fursuit you might have, they have a tendency to rip out more fur when you brush it. So you want to stick with just like the wire-ended, completely fully wired fursuit brush for this, or grooming brush. Any of these will do. You can get yours for $26, or you can get it for like $5, which is what I got mine for. But honestly, go for what you can find, or the easiest. For me, it took like 3 different shops, or 3 different markets to go to find one. And then I found a second one, which was kind of a bad one, at like a Shaw's. or Shaw's and Star Market, which is a grocery store. So either way, but what I usually do for brushing my fursuit is I don't really need to maintain it much. The only issue that I have with it is because I can't hang them up anywhere on like any place, because this type of house is like the house where you don't know if the ceiling is going to like flood for no reason. I'm on the top floor, the third floor, and it's like, yeah, you know, the next day this entire room could be flooding from the ceiling. So I need to worry about stuff like that, and I can't have them hanging over pipes or anything, or underneath pipes, because those drip and those have a ton of rust and mold in them. It's kind of gross here, I'll be honest with you. But because of this, I kind of have to have him laying on his back here on the neck floof, and that's how he's usually sat, instead of on like a fan where like he's being held up by his lower jaw. He's being held up by the back here, and this can actually kind of cause some matting a bit. You can't really notice it. There actually isn't much here. But matting occurs when like fursuits get worn down, and that's one thing I want you guys to keep in mind with any of these streams or any of these videos that I do on fursuit maintenance. Your fursuit is probably more mortal or more degradable than anything you'll ever know. In time, these will wear down. You can brush it as much as you want, it'll just wear it down more. That's why you need to find the balance between cleaning it and just kind of leaving it. And I can't really tell you what that balance is, but I'm trying to figure it out as I go along. And I haven't had to use my head as much, and I don't like sweat in it as much, so it's really not that much of a problem. But just for general information, when you brush, the part that's going away, where it's leading the wires on the brush, you brush it that way. You can brush it like this way, where like it's pointing, but it can tend to rip off a bit more fur. So like I usually just go with the back end of this, and it's just, there you go. Very simply brush it. Not too hard, unless there are like some absolute knots in it, but there aren't, because I'm a clean boy, and I'm innocent too. I don't know how much of that is true, but oh wow, this actually looks like infinitely better. I didn't realize how great this was gonna look. Hold on. You can already sort of like see it. Shut up, Glitch. I am innocent. But this is literally just how it goes. You just brush it down like this. My arm's gonna kill after the stream because I'm holding up this boy by the inside of his head, and I have it like held like a fist. Oh, that hurts. Oh, it's just like the muscles just holding up 5 pounds. But overall, it looks like infinitely better. Just know that brushing will go away after 5 minutes generally. Like, you can brush this area and then it'll just poof out again. Same thing goes with his hair here. Like, I'll even show you. I'm gonna brush my hair right now into the general form that it is, or that it should be. And within like 5 to 10 minutes, it'll all just like sort of poof out again. Like, I don't care like how much you brush this, it will become unbrushed. That's why a lot of us, especially Pineapple and I, we don't really like it when people tell us like, oh, you don't brush your fursuit, and like people get pissed at us. It's like, we do, but you haven't owned a fursuit, so you don't exactly know. I mean, some suits don't do it, ours do. Maybe it's just the style of Morpholess suits. Sometimes with the hair like this, I don't even need to use a brush. I can just like manhandle it. And I don't want it too straight, otherwise it just looks a tad unrealistic, and it's like, you know. Yeah. Well, let's see. So this side. So there we go. What are they yelling about? Stop it. Yeah, pretty much all brushed for the hair, for the top of the head. There is hair going everywhere. That's the other thing. You're going to probably get some hair in your mouth. And then besides this, the only other thing we do is the neck floof, the cheek floof, and the ear floof. And that's pretty much it. And then you kind of just leave them up to dry, sort of. Leave them up to just kind of rest. What you can also do is if you have like a little air fan, not heated, don't use a hair dryer, that can blow cool air. Generally, that will help with this process. So like if you have it blowing over where you're like brushing, so if you have it blowing in this direction, you can just brush it in this direction, and that'll help a little bit. Because what you're trying to do is air out the floof. You're trying to have it exposed more to air so that it can sort of ventilate, so that it can poof out a little bit, so it can maintain its fluffiness and not matte. I'm assuming I'm talking some logic, but I feel like I'm talking entirely off of BS right now, because I really don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know where the bunny ears are. Someone came into this room and took them. I don't know what's been going on with that. That's what it is. But, oh yeah. Thank you, Fluffy Voltage, for the dollar donation. You know this isn't a Minecraft stream, but the texture pack this turns chestplate into life jackets is pretty much done, and I'm uploading it to play in Minecraft. Yes, send me the final thing that you have for that, by the way. I have another one. I don't know if you're the same person that made it. But, I like that so far. Someone made one for me, and it's really, really nice. But hey. Hi, Sue. It's Sue. Someone's got to edit that video of, like, I think it's in Mary Poppins, where it's like, it's soup, and then it just ends. Someone needs to splice it so it cuts out before she says the P in soup. So it's just, it's soup. I feel like that would be pretty nice. Also, I hope you're having fun at Fur Resort, Sue. Tell everyone I said hi and miss them. It's kind of lonely here. I'm expecting Fursuit cuddles. I will give Fursuit cuddles, if need be. I'll pay for Fursuit cuddles. This is surprisingly staying kind of, intact for his Fursuit. His hair. Also, sometimes you don't even have to use a brush for this. You can literally just, sort of just scrape your fingers through it. Just know that the more you do brush him, the more hair will come out. Like, every time hair will come out, but it's not going to be in an excessive amount. So don't, like, have a panic attack once you get your suit for the first time and it's, like, shedding. It does that. It's a new thing. It's going to shed. But generally, like, the fibers on the hair on this are generally, you know, overall quality. I don't really know how to brush this hair on his ears, because they have it weird. They have, like, black hair in here going inside, and then they have white hair going outside. So it's hard to, like, mix it, sort of, and have it work. I don't know. Either way, nothing much here besides just working. How long do you have to brush a fursuit and a fursuit head? Fursuit body, I don't know. I don't have a fursuit body just yet. Just make sure you brush that so the fur, again, doesn't matte. You don't have to overdo it, though. Just finding, like, sort of your limit of, like, what you can do with it is obviously good. And hopefully I'll do another one of these, like a follow-up to this when I do get my bodysuit. So, you know. Also, a good thing to have is a reusable lint roller. You can get one of those online somewhere. And basically, it gets any crap on your fursuit on the areas that aren't, like, overly fluffy. Kind of out of it. But yeah, he's more or less all brushed. There wasn't really much to brush him with to begin with. I thought this stream was going to take a lot longer than 15 minutes, personally. But, hey. We don't prepare for these sorts of things, ever. You can also brush the back of this cheek floof, too, since it is kind of just a layer of, hair. And there we go. There's the boy. More or less brushed. As brushed as he's probably going to get. Don't you dare end the stream. Okay. I mean, I'm probably going to stay here for a little bit. A little bit. Hair. Eh. Also, another little trick. If your brush gets a bit dirty, which you can't really see because it's like white fur, you can just like scrape it off like this, and it'll go to the end, and you'll get all the clumps out, and it'll be a clean brush. So you can look like you don't brush your fursuit, when in reality you do, and your fursuit still looks immaculate. So people will be like, oh my god, are you Majira? More for less brushed? Yeah. 15 minutes well spent, more or less, yeah. But, yeah, this is kind of the full thing of what he looks like. I know the brushing didn't really do much, But you know, it was just more or less to show what I do with my suit. I don't need to brush them that much because all the areas that do need to be brushed, again, I can just go over with my hand. It's really easy. Because most people are just like blown away by how white he is, which that'll degrade into an off-white eventually. That's just what happens with white fursuits, which I think I've talked about in the stream before this, in the last one with fursuit maintenance, but that's a separate thing. If you have any questions about my fursuit stuff, feel free. Who's your fursuit crush? I have multiple fursuit crushes. I could go over a ton of them, but I'd probably be forgetting a couple, and I don't want to feel bad that I forgot a couple afterwards. So when I get a list going, I'll let you know. Do I have a partial suit? Yeah, I don't have a full just yet. I am. So here's a little thing. Here's a little spoiler for you guys. The life jacket, the custom one that I commissioned, it's not an actual life jacket. It's supposed to look like the one Maverick has in his videos. The guy finished it, and he'll be sending it out next week, so at some point we'll be having another unboxing video. Just for that, because it looks really good. He sent me those pictures, and it looks pretty much exactly like how it looks in my videos. So I'm really excited to show that off and get pictures in that. How did you come up with the color scheme of black and gray? It was just black and white, and he's kind of based off of the Digimon known as Hackmon. I just modified him to look more like a wolf dragon, more like me. And I kind of like it. It's been sticking, and it works, and it makes me happy. So I'm sticking with it. Unless, like, later on I want to, like, change the color design and, like, get a second suit. But, like, I just got mine, and I love him. And I love this so much. I love it so much. People are yelling, jeez. Why do I need a life jacket? Because you need a stay life jacket. Please don't tell me he's gonna come to the 3rd floor and start swearing. I don't need that. I'm about to go stir crazy, not talking to anyone the past few days. Same. I mean, I've talked to people. I talked to you guys. And I, like, have normal human interactions, but, like, I haven't seen, like, really any of my furry friends for about a week and a half to 2 weeks. At least it feels that way to me, and it's been kind of roughish. So I'm working on it, more or less. I'm working on it. I'm looking forward to getting to see everyone again, but oh boy. Am I in an apartment? I wish I was. I wish I went and took the time to get an apartment, because then I could have things set up a little bit easier, and it would all be just sort of nice. Hopefully I'll have my own house at some point. I'm hoping I get to do some sort of furry YouTuber house. That would be really fun, actually. Does anyone have any questions relating to my fursuit, or this stream, the title of this stream, or the subject of this stream? Put the head on? I could. It would just mean it's harder for me to chat, which I can do that. I don't have any water on me, though. That's the only thing. Also, another thing, balaclavas are amazing. They keep fursuits from getting all sweaty on the inside. And this one actually isn't bad. Some random friend just linked this to me, and I got it, and it actually does what it's supposed to. It's pretty nice. What it's like inside when you wear your fursuit. I have to make a video on that at some point, and that's what I want to do at, like, a furry con, is, like, get some sort of setup where I can put a GoPro on the inside of this head and have it set up similarly to what it's like to be inside a head. It would require a lot of editing and would probably require a little bit of an overlay. Like, maybe I could create an overlay and have a green screen over the eyes and a little bit of the mouth, and then put some footage over it of, like, where it would be looking at in a furry con, and just, like, have that going with it. It would look a bit unnatural, and, like, that's not what I would want to go for, but either way, I want to do that at some point. That's one of my projects that, like, I kind of want to relate to engineering and, like, furry stuff, furry fandom stuff, but hopefully I'll get to, like, work on it later on. But I'm fluffy and cute, too. That's always a plus. Floof activated. Ah. Ah. But hey, this, pretty much everything we did in the stream is done with. It happened a lot quicker than I thought. Honestly, it's a bit easier to, like, brush with the head on, too. So, like, I can just do this. It's like, this really isn't that hard. And then, of course, this right here doesn't really need to be brushed, but hey. Just brush, 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 brush. Your video has motivated me to get my fursuit head out. Wow, that's good. I'm actually going to bring up the size of this chat so I can see you guys a bit more. I don't need it 200%, but thank you though, Google Chrome. Ah. Also, Google Chrome kind of crashed for me. I don't know why. My computer's been very finicky lately. I don't like it. I'm hoping my new one is going to fix that issue. Meow. Hi, Burlington. Welcome to the stream. Ah. I think I'll honestly give this stream a good 10 more minutes or so. And then we'll either go and raid someone, or I'll just kind of end it and call it that. Because we're uploading this to YouTube after. So, again, any more questions, feel free. You're at your local con right now? What con is that? Is that Fur Resort? You're not at Fur Resort, are you? I don't think so. Ooh, good question, Chi. So, when washing your head, what heat of water and soap do you use? So, probably the main thing to keep in mind is you want to use room temperature water, or generally a little bit warmer. You don't want it being too hot because that can damage the fur. If it's extremely hot, then it'll damage the plastic fibers in the fur and it'll become matted and gross. What you could do, just keep it normal temperature. And for soap, you can either use something you pick up at PetSmart for rug cleaner for like pets to also keep like the texture of it all right, or you can use Bissell carpet cleaner or Bissell spot cleaner. That's more specifically what you want to use, because what you're looking to do when you clean the fursuit head is you're looking to get the gunk out of it. You're not looking to spot clean. If there's a spot on your fursuit that you need to clean, use Folex. Folex is your best friend with that. Then you can clean it out with a little bit of water later, but using a Bissell vacuum carpet cleaner, whatever it is, with some Bissell solution with water is perfect. Hi, zombie squirrel. I have a green halo? I mean, sort of. What does that mean? It's just a green screen, but it's completely out of frame, and I don't know how to set it up the right way. Yes, Burlington, that can actually happen after you end up... sorry, I lost my train of thought. After you end up cleaning your fursuit head with that little Bissell green carpet cleaner or spot cleaner, it can smell a bit weird. That's mainly because you're not going to fully get the soap out of the suit, so you generally let it dry. I've kind of seen that smell goes away. I still have that new fursuit head smell. It's really weird that I still have it, but I enjoy it. I enjoy my boy smelling clean. He smells like blueberries. That's because I sprayed him. And I should probably spray him again, but I don't know. Am I sniffling? Only a little bit. So I'm not like sick. I just have this weird amount of like mucus in my sinuses. Like I haven't been coughing. All it really is just a bit of sniffling and mucus in my system, and that's it. I don't feel anything else. I don't feel exhausted. I don't feel like coughing. I don't feel like I'm dying normally. It's really weird. And I felt like I have like just a normal amount of energy. I'm assuming it's just allergies. It could just be that. It could be the last set before the fall season comes in. It probably is. Because for me, it's just, mucus. I don't have college crud. Like, I did a really good job cleaning this room, so, like, I'm pretty happy about it. What is your engineering major? I am mechanical engineering. I'm a first semester freshman in electrical. Oh, good for you. Electrical, mechanical. You either go one of those two, depending on what you like in physics. I liked more the mechanics and free body diagram stuff and, like, kind of just figuring out how things worked. I know some people do like electrical engineering, but personally, I'm more of, like, I want to be able to see and understand things by, like, fiddling with it. With electricity and electrons, you can't do that. I had a guy who I was a group mate with for my ECE course, which is electrical and computer engineering. He was like, I can touch and feel the electrons, and I'm like, good for you. I'm gonna do this project by myself, okay? I mean, he's not wrong, but it's also like, I'd rather understand things in a different way. It's really weird. I have nothing against people who are into, like, electrical engineering. You guys are the people that make this world as colorful and bright and easy as it is. So thank you guys. I don't know what I do. I kind of just exist. No one originally created the wolf dragon. Someone just wanted to put a hybrid together and made it. It's not like, it's not an official species or anything. It's just a hybrid. Same thing with the wolf. I had people asking me, like, do you own the wolf dragon species? And it's like, no. No. It's literally just, it's a hybrid. But, I guess that makes sense. Like, I appreciate people being cautious about it. But, like, there's no need to be cautious about, like, those normal hybrids like that, like Wolfs, Wagons, Wolfskis, Folfskis, a Fox Wolf Husky. Hi, Verplex. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Ocean. I love being awesome. Maverick is awesome. Hi. I roll Zombie Squirrel. You have a good weekend as well. I have a little bit of work to do, but not much. If you see the Kyles again, feel free to tell them that I said hi. I know they're busy, and it's really hard for me to get a hold of them. But I miss them to death, and I miss you to death. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. Was inspired by your videos on the levels of furry. Good. Well, maybe not that video, but, like, good. I don't know if I'm going to play with Corey Coyote for a video in the future. Maybe if my gaming channel takes off, which you're more than welcome to subscribe to it. I don't know if I have a link to it in the description. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't have an easy link to it either. That's what sucks. I'll look for a link in just a sec, but I do have a gaming channel. I have been uploading to that a little bit more recently. I'll have a video up tomorrow as well, which will be a little bit more fun. And I'm hoping you guys kind of enjoy that. I've been really just looking to kind of set things up with that, move a little bit away from just doing furry content and maybe branching out to other things that are bigger and better and more wagon-filled. And I've kind of found that there's a good chunk of that I can find. So let's see. Let's find Beta Hamet. Where is it? There we are. Is it the one I know of? I think. Maybe. I don't know if you know about this channel. I have two channels. I have one where I upload my restreams, my stream highlights. Well, not stream highlights, my full streams on a second channel. And this one is just my gaming channel where I upload new content. Sort of just like, not as high quality as like my main channel, but quality gaming content, more or less. That's kind of the way I do it. Hello, Dank Zach Plays. Ah. What would you recommend to someone who's getting into the fandom and also would later on would like to create content? Well, think of some aspects of the furry fandom that you'd like to kind of focus on or understand or enjoy. What specifics do you really have fun with, and try to make videos about that. It doesn't have to be something that'll be successful at first. Numbers eventually do matter, but if you're enjoying it, that's all that matters. So have fun with making videos. Do it the way I did it. I just had fun making videos in general when I first started, and I kind of wish I could go back to that time, but I'm here now, so enjoy it. Majira's not crazy. He's a sweet boy. He's very nice and friendly, and he's very, like, laid back. Of course, everyone has crazy moments. I'm crazy. But he's just, like, sweet, laid back, chill. He just likes being fun and entertaining online. I do too. And there's nothing wrong with that. He's about as genuine as he can get. Like, if you meet him IRL, he's about the same as, like, he is in his videos. Very fun, very exciting. Majira is awesome. I'm very, very lucky to have him as a friend. Him and Pineapple Fox. I want to have at least a head of my character if I do go through with videos and talk about veterinary stuff. That's good. You could do that, Cheat. I could get you in touch with Dr. Wildlife if you like. She's a marine biologist. Yeah, a marine biologist. And she is kind of specializing in that. She's a good friend of mine. I don't get to hang out with her much. She's, like, busy and she has her own friend group. And hopefully I'll get to hang out with her a little bit at Fernal Equinox this next year. But, like, God, she's such a sweetheart. She's so, 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 so nice. Your suit is cute. I'm going to have a realistic suit of my Sona. That's good. If you have any more questions about the furry fandom, feel free to check out more some other of my videos on my channel. I kind of cover most of the need-to-know stuff on the fandom. I could always do some offhand videos about how to, like, commission artists. That's one thing I want to do. Or how to do this or that. So, you know. How do you get your own... Oh, that happened quickly because the heart spam in chat. How do you get your own custom fursuit art? Fursuit art. What I'm assuming you're looking for is a ref sheet. And a ref sheet you can commission any artist for if they do ref sheet commissions. You can generally ask them, or they have some sort of prices sheet or options. And depending on the style that you're looking for a fursuit, it might be best to get some sort of ref sheet similar to that style, or similar to that cartoony feel. So, like, more for less, they have Brookie, who makes the ref sheets for them. And I commissioned her for the ref sheet of Maverick, and I used that to make my fursuit. And it looks exactly like the ref sheet. With Don't Hug Cacti, they have Neon Slushy making, like, the go-to ref sheets. And they do a good job with it, and they end up looking fantastic in the end. Have you went to Anthony, Ohio? Anthony, Ohio is great. I want to try and go back again next year. I mean, if you don't know if I went there, just check out my videos. I've uploaded pretty much every video about every con I've gone to. I've uploaded one video of, like, every con. So, like, you go and watch my videos. Most of these questions are answered in my videos, guys. After this live stream, just go and watch my stuff. Go and have a binge session. That's what I love doing. Like, when I find a new channel I love watching, all I want to do is just, like, I'll put on some Call of Duty or some Destiny or some other game that I can just grind for, like, a couple of hours, throw on the videos, all uploads from, like, oldest to newest, and just go through it. Honestly, if you guys haven't done that, you should totally do that. It's really, really, really fun. If you watched it all, then ask some questions that I haven't really covered. How well is the ventilation in your head? It's actually not bad, so I'm going to do something funny real quick. So I can do this. The jaw is very flexible. The only thing that I have with it is I don't want to break it too much, so, like, I have to go like this. But the ventilation is great. I get airflow through here and here, so when I put them on a fan, the air will blow up through the neck, out the eyes, and out the mouth, so getting this thing dry literally takes, like, no more than 5 minutes. Unless, like, I absolutely drench the suit, which I really shouldn't do unless it's very hot out or if I'm in Florida. But ventilation overall is really good. It does get a little bit hot, but, like, if I'm in a generally air-conditioned area like this, I'm just, like, perfectly fine. If it's, like, 61, 62 degrees or something, like, I'm perfect, honestly. Unless I'm like in the beating sun, standing up, walking for hours. It's like, yeah, no, I'll probably pass out. Fursuit's by Lacey. Not gonna lie, I've kind of wanted one of their suits. Outside of the whole stereotype that they have, like they have good suits. Like, have you seen Fluke? Like Fluke, oh my god, that boy is good looking in and out of suit. You know? Hi, Zillion. I was just doing a Fursuit brushing stream, and I was just hanging out for a little bit. You're streaming in a couple of minutes, right? Like 40 or so? I'm waiting to hear back from Felix. Like, what is he doing? Hold on. Why won't you open? Oh my god. It can't recognize my fingerprint? Okay. Okay. Felix, where are you at? He hasn't even messaged me back. Oh well. I guess I'll be on your stream tonight if you still want me, Zill. If you still want me, because I haven't heard back from my friend at all, so hey. We were actually talking about you at the beginning of this stream, Zill. Fursuit crush? Nah, that's not me. Burlington. Meow. When am I gonna see you again? I miss your fluffy butt. Sweet bean. How many people do you know with equine personas like horses? And all of you don't know what equine means. I'm assuming it's something more like centaurs, maybe? I don't know. I can't answer that because I don't know. And I could learn something new today. SvenCon. Oh, yeah! SvenCon's going to be great. I'm so excited. I mean, Zillion's going to be streaming soon, and I'm actually going to be ending my stream right around soon. I'll give this stream like 3 to 4 more minutes, so ask any more questions and I'll answer them. And then if you want to go and check out Zillion's channel and wait until he starts streaming, then feel free to do that. How do you keep yourself encouraged to do live streams? Not really sure. I kind of just do them because I love doing them. I just kind of decide, you know what, I got to do it. I have to do it. I'll do it. And honestly, I love it. Oh yeah, it's in like 2 weeks. I keep forgetting. I think it's like I keep thinking it's gonna be like, oh, it'll be a month from now, and then it's like, oh, it's 2 weeks from now, and I have to get all my work done ahead of time. So like, it's a bit rough, but I'm really looking forward to it. Do you know any makers that can give me a cool design project projected through my suit? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm sorry. Hi, Jacob. Favorite pizza company? That is a good question, though. Personally, my favorite pizza sort of delivery service or just pizza service in general that's sort of like in a chain. Definitely Papa John's. That's just my personal favorite just because of the style of pizza. I don't know what it is. I like it. I don't really like Domino's. Papa Gino's is okay, but it's a little overpriced. And other than that, I haven't tried too many others near me. So that's kind of my go-to. If you could date your furry crush, would you? Yes, but right now I'm kind of in that position where I'm trying to kind of take care of myself and get through my degree, because personally with college, and you guys will learn this when you're in this like phase if you go to college, you're kind of in the 4 most, I guess, selfish years of your life. That's kind of the raw sense of it. Because you're working towards your future. You're taking care of yourself. You're making sure you're getting the grades, you're getting the degree, you're getting the job, and you're getting things all settled. So you're doing a lot of I guess, soul searching, finding yourself, finding what you want to achieve and do. And that's kind of what it is with college. So right now, I don't think I can really be my 100% for someone in a relationship. And I know it's kind of sad to think about it that way, and it's sad to say that, but it's true. And when I am in a relationship, I'd rather give my 100%. I'd rather give my significant other, or the person that I care about the most, the best that I can give them. And that's just kind of the way I think about it. So once I have everything figured out with college, and if I end up doing YouTube full time or get a job and get everything settled, then I'll look into a relationship. I have some people that I kind of want to take on dates at some point. That is if they're into me, or if they even want to just go on a date with me. Sneezes come out of your nose at around 200 miles per hour. Wow. I don't know if I want to think about that. No, not Pineapple. Pineapple is already in a relationship with a very, very special fox. How many times do I have to tell you that? I love Pineapple. He's like one of my best friends. But I wouldn't want him to be with anyone else but Dolos. Because Dolos is a good boy. And those two together are perfect. Everyone's telling me to ask... I mean, friend dates, yeah, that's a thing. I've gone on friend dates before. I could ask Kiwi. Just friend dates, though. I'm not, like, talking about, like, significant others. Because, like, shipping friends is a bit weird. I get that people do it, but, like, you guys figure it out. Yes, I know that Pineapple and Beta would be too much cute for the universe to handle, but personally, I think Pineapple and Dolos are too cute for the universe to handle +1. That's a lot more than me and Pineapple. Pineapple and Dolos. You have to tell people you're not dating Pineapple based off the N+1 system. N being the number of times you've been told people already. Yes. N being the current number of times you've told people already. But yeah, you guys do what you want. Just know I'm not in a relationship with Pineapple. I'm not going to be. Him and I are going to be good friends. Like, very good friends. He's one of my best friends. Like Zill. But other than that, it's going to stay that way. Pineapple and Dolos, we will be together. And that's that. Sorry, not sorry. I know people want their shipping fan fictions to happen, but you know, I'm kind of happy with where I am right now, and I'd kind of rather just be like working on that. I don't mind being single for the rest of my life either. It would be nice to have someone to cuddle every night, but then again, that just means I have some really good friends. Oh my gosh, Zill, I do consider you a bestie. Oh my god. No, but seriously, you're like... I've known you for like a good while now. Longer than most of my, like, current friends. Longer than Jacob. And you know Jacob. He's been there since, like, the beginning of everything for me. There's nothing wrong with being, single. Though at some point I would like to be with someone. And when I am, I'll give them 110% of who I am. I don't know how we went from fursuit brushes to this. But hey, I actually knew Jacob before I started talking to Carnine. Believe it or not. I talked with Jacob earlier on in my sophomore year. I started talking with and hanging out with Carnine during the second half of my sophomore year. But, yeah. I don't know how we went from brushing fursuits and giving brushies and making Pocari happy with us to shipping people. But, hey, crying in the fursuit head. I'm not actually crying. You can hear. I'm not crying. See? Ha! Oh, man. But yeah, I think with that we're gonna end up wrapping up this stream. I don't know how this brushing stream turned into this, so you guys do whatever you'd like with this. It'll be uploaded to YouTube later, and it'll have a new thumbnail and all that. It's not ruining the magic. I haven't taken off a piece of my fursuit clothing. Ah, I'm not wrong. But Zill, did you end up putting up any, like, streaming in, like, 30 minutes or something like that just yet, so I can send people there? Or do I have to, like, go and find your channel automatically? Zillion Furry. Oh, look, you're the first thing that comes up. Ah. So if you guys want, go and hang out on Zill's channel for a little bit. He'll be starting his stream in roughly 30 minutes or so. I don't know if I'll be on that. I don't know if he still wants me on that. But hopefully, he'll be streaming soon. So go and show him some love in his stream. Go and hang out. And with that, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day and night. I may or may not stream later tonight. I think I've already, like, done this now. So, like, I'm just gonna chill, finish up my work for the rest of the day, and if I have time tomorrow evening, then I'm gonna try and stream again. But thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about how to do anything fursuit related, ask me or Kiwi. Generally Kiwi, because he knows a bit more about it. Or even Pocari, because she's like the queen, or the king of fursuit brushies. So, yeah. Thank you guys for everything. Have a good night. Remember to stay life jacket. Have an awesome Fursuit Friday. And I'll see you later, guys. Ah.